Hey!
Happy 33 months.
I love how it changes language randomly. Thank you very much. 33 months. I appreciate that. But Chip, how you been? So just adjusting headphones. New headphones they got, they seal over the ears a lot tighter, so like it feels like it got hands over the ears, and it just feels and sounds different. I'm still getting used to it. Hey, Mamoru. You been good? That's excellent. Me? Yeah, I've been alright. It's been a bit erratic with work and things lately, so I haven't been able to settle on a consistent schedule because everything's just sort of everywhere at the minute. Still, I was hoping to have had it settled down, but otherwise it's just otherwise pretty good. I've also actually on the side note, I've regressed on the coffee thing. I've been drinking coffee regularly again. Trying to become less of an addict and immediately fall off the wagon. In fairness, though, I'm down to one a day. I'd have no more than one a day, so it's not a complete backtrack. Yeah, sounds Mamoru been coffee, coffee, be air, cough, e. Oh, been terrible. That's no good. I was wondering if it was going to be work as such a mess. Yep. Yep. Oh, like that. Sorry to hear. Hopefully it. I say hopefully it turns around, but usually with those sorts of work things, it rarely does. It sort of neutralizes out at some kind of mediocre state. Have your first performance reviews on Wednesday? Oh, all the big stuff happening. Yeah, it never does, sadly. Alrighty. Let's push some buttons and do some things. Blam. They freaking fricked things up real good. Yep. Yep. It happens. Quite regularly, unfortunately, but it happens. Anyway, we're back here. Yeah, that's right. We got the nearly got the Badwater Aqueduct done. What else do we do? Yeah, we nearly got the Badwater Aqueduct done. So just after last time, I set up some dynamite here so we can fix the pillars that were made out of levees instead of dirt. So all that's been set up and they're getting that ready to go now. And we're going to replace those hopefully before the drought ends. We're also... Ooh, that's ready to go. There's just a lot of dynamite being going around everywhere as well. But yeah, today... So today... Hang on, let me try again. Glass of water first. Also, hey, Colonel Niff. Much better. So today, I wanted to make a start on the second big project, as the title alludes to. I want to start digging holes and start burying the town and doing a few other little experiments that I want to try. Like over here, I wanted to move, so like this needs to be normalized out to set up for some extended forestry and farming. But I want to try over here an experiment with just hollowing out the entire space underneath and then building dirt on top of platforms and seeing what happens. It should irrigate it. I say should. I'm not entirely sure what'll happen, but I'm kind of curious to find out what happens because it also doubles a decent amount of water storage. So what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, otherwise there's like little bits of dynamite being laid out everywhere as it slowly blows up. There we go. Yeah, I want to move these around here. That's another little odd job. And I'm just going to let the beavers plant the dynamite in there. This guy's got to be moved over to there, which is possible once these move. So that's, it's all happening in the background. And we'll detonate these once the beavers have planted those. It's also over here being readjusted. And I don't think this pan is going to last much longer because I don't really need it anymore. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at. I also want to raise this upper tile, hopefully today too. Yeah, it just needs to get the forest. We just need to get the forestry out of here. Unfortunately, I can't put the forestry there because the space isn't ready yet. So I think a temporary rebuild over here for forestry. I mean, they've already got the forester over here anyway, so yeah, I'll probably do that. Missing about 10,000 places to store pallets. You have 8,000 meters squared, less workspace. You have roughly 150 vehicles moving, which isn't enough, but there isn't even enough space for more workers. People block each other, and it's horrible. Oh, yeah, just a logistical nightmare. That's something that's gonna hurt very quickly. How are we doing for? Oh, we're full on logs, so there's not really much point me cutting these down. So I'm just going to mark these all for just deletion by the builders. There, like so. That way, we can get them out the way. So while the beavers are busy planting dynamite over there, originally I was going to set this up with like little trenches and canals and things for the lumber, one tile higher. But then, just as I was about to place the dynamite just before starting, I was like, why don't I lower this by a level all the way around so that the entire underneath can be filled with water. One tile down. Yeah, one tile down. I don't want to go too deep because this will also double as a water storage, so I don't want... And it's not really going to be something that's possible to collect, so I don't want to go too crazy. Get rid of you. Yeah, so like I don't want to go too crazy storing water underneath. I really just want to make it as a like a space that can irrigate without any kind of exposed water. And just see what happens. I'm not sure what'll happen. I mean, it's all something that's possible in this update, so I might as well go for it. Dorian, how you doing? Hello. And the last but not least, the construction quality is the lowest tier. The forklifts are tipping around corners going at 3 because the floor is so slanted, not to mention the waviness. It's like your average dirt road in the outback. That's terrible. Is that just like the whole building is just poorly constructed? Alright, so first things first. Now, this looks like it's all done. Yep, it is. So let's pop that, pop that, pop that, pop that. I'm detonating it at multiple points just for the sake of it. Hopefully there's no beavers that are going to get a surprise explosion. It's always a little embarrassing when that happens. I mean, at the same time, they shouldn't be in the way. There we go. Oh, there was a... Never mind. Well... I like how... Hang on, let me get right in here. There we are. I like how the beaver is realized his end is here. It's like he's witnessed the creeper and he's just sat down and embracing the inevitable. Bam! And the beaver is gone. I mean, I would feel bad for him, but it's only a mechanical beaver, it's fine. Alright, and we do need to blow that one up as well. There. And then we're just going to pick away the layers. Like so. Yeah, that one's fine. This one's not so fine. Wasn't enough water pipes where bursting or leaking. If only it were fresh water, but wastewater pipe. Oh! Yeah, that's rough. And water leaking through in the first raid. Yeah, that sounds suspiciously like an organization that's not going to last very long. Alright, so bring all this down like that. Yeah, it's a very. It sounds like sad times all around. Alright, so we get rid of that. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. I prioritize all of you. Wow, you can actually apparently. Oh, too far from the district center. There we go. It's been alive for 40 years. Oh, it's just one of these organizations that sort of exists subsists on subsidies or something, and so it's just sort of continually allowed to exist in that state. Is that the right level? Yeah, that's the correct level. Oh, you are growing. It's just like overexpand or expanding too quickly. That makes it sound like. Yeah, there. And donk. And Slazer. See you in the VOD. Oh, Schlazer, I am, and actually goes for everyone else, I am trying to cut these VODs down into more palatable videos. And I want to start uploading those as soon as they can. As soon as I can. I've done the first one so far. I just haven't uploaded it yet. It's about half the length overall. It's actually interesting. It's shown me how bad the. I knew the microphone on the old headset was getting bad, but I hadn't realized how bad it was getting. But yeah. So generally they're going to be about half the length, maybe a little bit less. So that's something to keep an eye out for. Hopefully I can get that done in the next week or two. But yeah, it takes twice as long as the VOD is to cut it up. Twice to 3 times the VOD to cut it up, so it takes a really long time. I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong or what. That's why that's why I say I'll do it and never follow through on it. If it were too quickly, it would okay, but we're supposed to get a new building because the old one was being too small and complicated. Least in-store space, but not warehouse space. They're squeezing like Amazon. Oh, yeah. It sounded like an Amazon alike. Or being squeezed like an Amazon. VOD condensing is time consuming. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know any real YouTubers I don't know any full-time YouTubers to really ask them about how their process works, because I'd be very interested to learn. All right. Let's bring you up. I think. Alright, I think I need to rip the band-aid and just do everything all at once. And just pull it all down. And just hope I get this back up before a bad tide comes again. Let's see now. Senor, it appears we are beavering. We are indeed beavering. What the hell am I looking for? I don't know anymore. You. Le sluice. Yeah, I need to pull that back a tile? Maybe question mark? I don't know anymore. Oh, we'll put that there. Might as well blow that up. I don't think they can anytime soon, though. There. Mark all. So I'll mark all that for high priority. Where are we at? Landscaping. Sluice. Sluicity, sluice. There we are. Or. Yeah, we want to go all the way up. You saw a groundhog today. They're kind of ugly, but cute, but funny looking all at once. My entire experience of groundhogs is the movie Groundhog Day, and they are very funny looking, aren't they? That is pushed one tile forward, but what I want to do is make this into a bridge. So what I would... Oh, no, well, there's a thingy in the way there. That complicates matters. Oh, that's why. That's wrong as well. So you don't go there. Hang on. Just trying to wrap my head around all this. There we go. So now this goes in there, and then it's floating rubble. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's part of the same run. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then it goes there. Then we want one lower. Because that forms the bridge. Was it 3, 6? So I want a autosave. 4 long, not a 3 long. I want 3 tiles plus the thing, which is 4. And then we run the path all the way along like so, and then I can demolish this behind it once it's done. I suspect beavers and groundhogs are sort of cousins. That seems reasonable to assert. They seem fairly similar. There was something, I suppose, like, I am not really properly utilizing this space. I probably won't. Like, I am trying to square it off in the background as well. At least there's a path around here to speed things up. But we need all this high prioritized like that as soon as we can. Looks like beavers down below. We're getting stuff done. I'll mark that for collection as well. Mark that for collection. Yeah, I'll probably need to push this outer tile. But we'll hold off on that for a moment. The last thing that I would probably do, and it's a more distant me problem, is demolishing this and turning it into proper tiles. But as I say, that's more of a distant me problem than a now me problem. More of a now me problem is getting rid of that and that. We'll just mark all this stuff for rebuilding now. And then we'll deal with the stuff further down the line later. There we go. And then we just need to top it with a little bit of terrain block, a little bit of dirt, that stuff. And then we'll come to this when we get there. What I'm going to do is just mark that's like so. Just so I can continue to have access to all this stuff. Yeah, you need to be built. You can access... Yeah, like this one over here, I'm going to save for later. And I'm going to do it right now. And then we'll focus on that next. Let's speed things up a little bit. We've been running in speed 1 just to really wrangle this stuff. And yeah, we'll just wait for this to get done now. Beavers are mammals. Also, hi Solder. Beavers are mammals known for their building skills. Use branches, stones, mud, and build structures and dams. A dam stretch across streams and block flow. The groundhog is a large rodent that belongs to the squirrel family. Ah, there you go. The groundhog is actually a squirrel. So when you next see a groundhog, you can shout squirrel, like the what is it from? Over the Hedge, I think. I don't remember actually. It's like the dog. Yeah, it's like squirrel. All right. We need to dig into here. So, and there, get rid of the levees. And then, yeah, and then we continue on. Bunk, bunk, and flabunk. Yeah, it continues on the irrigation or the bad barrier, the bad stuff barrier. Thingama, what's it? And you're probably going to want some rampage. All of this stuff's got to be high priority, of course. Like, everything's got to be priority now. Because, as I say, we've got less than 15 days to finish all this stuff off. Alright, I'll leave that do its thing. Why... Oh, the wind's not blowing. Wow. Okay, then. At the same time, all this stuff is still being built in the background. Alright, so chuck that there. And then at some point, we've got to pull all this down. Yeah, the pan, I think I'm going to get rid of in the not too distant future. It's not... Because of this change into the volcano, I'm not really going to make use of it. Or because of this feeding into the volcano instead of like that, it's a little bit more storage, so it's a bit more usable. How deep were you? Maximum depth 2, that's right. That's all you can handle. Now that I think about it, why didn't I put a little floodgate so I can use this as more bad water storage, or make it double as bad water storage? That would have been sensible. Hindsight. It does those things to you. Are you built yet? No. Not quite. Now we're looking over here. Just this one perimeter has been built and that's it. Ah, you have tacos. Nice. Tacos make happiness. I won't super duper priority, but I'll somewhat priority that. And then I need to continue this round. How much space do I need is the ultimate question. So this thing, like the path is going to be along here. That's going to grab the deep water pumps. That's fine. Then it needs like 2 behind it. So yeah, 3 is probably, maybe even 4 because of the barrels. Yeah, because I have the barrels back here. So that for these guys, probably like that and like that. And yeah, you store water and you store water. And yeah, and have the deep water pumps here, and then this guy can be behind it. That gives it room for the cable, and the cable can bend back across here because these will be out the way and these will be out the way, so they can slam into that, which I hope is the right distance. And then happy days. All right, these can also be demolished. Like that, and like that. And can squeeze in a little bit more dirt block there. And now we play the waiting game. Suppose I could actually, in saying play the waiting game, I could actually move this stuff. So what I would do, 1, 2, rearrange this a little bit. Yeah, so there will be a barrier there, and then do that there, and then I'd fill that in there as well, and that would do it. What if multiplayer was a thing and you had to deal with other players dumping bad water onto your square? That would be so annoying. That would be phenomenally annoying. Yeah, I don't think, unfortunately, I can put the sluice right... Yeah, see, I can't put the sluice right behind the other sluice. I've got to get rid of the first one to do the second one. How are we looking here? Ah, they built another grav battery. Alright, start the next one. Oh yeah, because these gravity batteries are all disconnected right now while we're working on that. So, yeah, none of the gravity battery storage is available. Not that it really matters, because it doesn't seem to really be helping at the minute. Like, all these are here and ready to go, and they're all having sad times. What are we at? Because it's been so long, I've forgotten why I lifted this up an extra tile. I think it was because I actually did need the depth for these things. I'm pretty sure that's why I did it this way. Funnily enough, I just don't actually remember now. Huh. I do remember that this has to go down quite a few tiles. I know this has to come up a tile. What level was it at? Doot, 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 doot. 4. So yeah, 4 has to come up to 5, so there. Which is that level. But I've sort of raised it up to 6, which is that level. Yeah, I think from last time, that was the height that I determined was the minimum necessary to bury the entire town and have things fit. Oh, that's right, yeah. Over here was going to be all the underground windmills. That's right, now I remember. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be forestry over there. It was meant to be forestry and stuff over here, and then windmills over there. It's a Bobbus. How you doing? Past me, yeah. Past me gets me everywhere, every time. Hey, Venice. Yeah, underground windmills does work. It shouldn't work, but it does work. It's a thing. Hilariously. I unpaused this as well, and so it's all built now too. Which means I can demolish that. Blam. That'll let more water in a significant rush of water. Let's make those high priority. It does sort of put the pressure... Oh. Am I lifting it up too now, apparently? I might need to demolish this before issues happen. Or at least that'll be near-distant me problems. It'll be near-distant me problems, is what it'll be. Alright, let's just get this stuff done. I mean, it's not hugely... That's not actually realistically that big of a deal to do right now, comparatively speaking. It would be a lot more effective to do stuff like this right now. It would also be advantageous to detonate this right now. Oh, they're not using the thingy to get up here. They're like no path. Hang on a minute. Oh yeah, no, that's connected still. It's just interesting that I suppose they can go to there. They can zipline to there and then across. Yeah, it makes sense. If this zipline was still connected down to there, then it would make sense to zipline back. What I probably should do is pop a pulley there. And hopefully they can then zip all the way up. Alright, yeah, all that's ready to go. Excellent. I've got to pull all this down eventually, though, anyway, to put the thingy in place. It's too bad. This is a side note. It's too bad the platforms is hollow underneath there. I mean, it is extremely useful, but it means that over here, I've got to have a double sort of jutting out thing. So like jut out there and then jut out there and then it goes up. I mean, I suppose I could lift this up further. Oh, yeah, that's right. It goes that way too. Yeah. It just ends up having a lot of structure for no real reason. Alright, they're building this thing up. The floodgates are going in. The dynamite is in. Lamb. Alright. And we just have some more sluices. Slooshy. Can I put contamination barriers on top? No. I suppose if I wanted to do that, I'd have to lay dirt over the top of it and then irrigate, contamination barrier it. There's no real reason to, or there's no real reason for me to do the contamination barrier other than aesthetics, and that's pretty much all I'm doing. It's pretty much the only reason I'm doing it. Unfortunately, it sort of breaks here, but I suppose I could wrap it around the back. Does that matter? No, it doesn't matter, actually. Because the contamination is coming around here. Yeah, because the bad water comes around here, so it doesn't actually need to extend past there. It doesn't, probably, if anything, needs to come down here and then across. But that's sort of a when everything else is done problem. It's not really a now me problem. How are we looking here? There's still a few going on. I'm holding off on this one for now. This is, again, aesthetics. It just sort of just pulling the terrain down for the sake of pulling it down. And it's kind of a waste of dynamite, come to think of it. You know what, I might just lower the priority on these, because it's not really necessary right now. There is a limit to the dynamite production, and it could be better spent elsewhere. Alright, you add connection to there and to there. There we go. Alright, so now they can zipline all the way up here and get right up close and just get things done a little bit quicker. Thankfully, the large tanks have sort of eliminated the need for this pan. I suppose I could probably demolish it now, but again, there's enough work going on as it is. I don't need to add too much more to it. Still got a little opening down here. I like that. It's like a little underwater passageway. It's too bad you can't make solid stairs, but it still works either way. Yeah, a little double platform with the stairs underneath. It's pretty neat. It also doubles as an excellent thing, sort of bung to let the water backflow in if I let it back up all the way. Yeah, that. Thank you, autosave. Was it autosave? I don't know what it was. Yeah, I genuinely don't remember why I backed that up a tile. Oh, you're doing dynamite, okay. Very well. Right, while all this is going on, we need... Right, so your closed contamination below 5%. Your close above 3%, we'll say. I think that's what it was before. Close. We don't want to worry about downstream depth at all. We just care about contamination. That's all we care about. Below 5%. I think that was meant to be 3%, and this one's meant to be 5%. I forget which. It's something like that. Aha. Alright, so that's nearly done. Oh, I need to go up another tile. Alright, I need to be a little bit strategic about this one. Like that. Just so it is done correctly. There's a YouTuber you watch that constant refers to his past and future selves when referring to causing problems. It almost sounds like me. It's something that I always do. I mean, it's not actually that uncommon to find people doing that. One side of the dam not high priority. Some of the stuff isn't. The stuff that I don't really care about that much. Excellent. So what I was waiting for was just the water level to go down a little bit. So now that's down. I can safely demolish that. Not that it really matters. It's a minor detail, but yeah. Alright, so Schluss to there. Alright, you need to get out the way. And you go there and you go there. Blam. And then we'll high prioritize all of this. We only close below 5% once again. And then we'll run the path along the top. I nearly said a combination of across and along at the same time. I had to think about that for a moment. And just pretend to sculpt the mountain a little bit. I mean, we even have an emote for it. The future me problems. It's probably the single best emote that I think ever been made. Even the dude who made it was proud of it. He was like, "This is amazing." Oh, I see now. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that bottom sluice doesn't actually do anything. There's Snug. Also amazing. All of them are pretty amazing. Ah, actually, no, where is it? Terrain block. Yeah. Well, it's sort of at the point where it doesn't really matter anymore. Because they should be able to do these from up here. We also need a couple of sluices. Couple of sluices? There. Temporarily. It's come the long way. I mean, they can still build these regardless. Yeah, they're hammering it along nicely. Yeah, you go there. Ooh, 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 ooh. You can go there. Barrage. How you doing? Bring all that along, bring all that along. Yep, you're set to maximum. So hopefully that means that they will actually do it. Was that done? No. They're quote unquote working on it. It's almost like setting everything to high priority has its drawbacks. Yep, perfect. They don't need to be high priority. It's just the sluice that matters. I think this is meant to be 5%. And then that one's meant to be 4%. That way they're both open at the same time so they can still dump stuff. Oh, I'm doing the same one. 5%. 5%. And lucky last, 5%. There. And also the dynamite's there. So that last little bit can work. Taking out the trash. Just deleting things. There we go, do some more detonations. It'd be good to get this thing going properly. Yeah, I'll probably have to wait until the next drought to do that part. How am I looking here? Ah, we are indeed ready to go. So I might as well just get this done. We're down to 7 days. Looks forward to bad tides. I mean, eventually, that's sort of what happens is you do eventually become dependent on bad tides. Late game, you do become dependent on bad tides. All right, share, platform, 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 platform. Then we want a 6 by, and then 6 by. I remember doing this 1,000 times previously. There and there. Blam, blam. The only reason to set it to high priority, everything to high priority, is to avoid priority creep. I've never liked that strategy myself. If you're going to use it, then just don't touch priority at all. Yeah, the way my strategy generally is like I need this done very quickly, and so I reserve the high priority for that. Something I do need to get into the habit of is using the priorities a little bit smarter. Like if I want something done urgently, just use the first one, and then only use the very high for the this needs to be done urgently. But I'm not very good at that. I mean, in fairness, this is super urgent. Hang on, let me... There. There we go. That one's a... Well, it was very difficult, but sure. Alright, you go in there, and you go in there. Alright, so I'm going to make that high priority as well. It doesn't need to be high priority, but it just means I don't go all the way around. It's like this here doesn't need to be high priority. It's basically just there for aesthetics reasons. Yeah, but I need to high prioritize this so they don't go the long way around, because that's really hurting them. But they're done now anyway, so it doesn't matter. I do want all this done soon as possible, though. Actually, that as well. Now, this thing here, it's not going to get built on its own. It's going to need some kind of assistance. 3. Then we're going to want a 2 and a 1. Oops. Yeah, we're going to ramp all the way up. I'm going to set to minimum possible. Just so... Hey, I might need to go up higher. In fact, I'm pretty sure I will need to go up higher. Yeah, I'll make all of these higher priority. See, a more sensible priority. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because they can reach up one, so they won't... well, the top one doesn't matter. As long as they can get it from either side, then it's fine. As long as they get the platform underneath. So I think it might be okay. Alright, here we go. Things are happening here now. I can... Or I should... Yeah, none of this matters anymore. So, because I can access from the top, I can just freely... Where is it for? Yeah, I can freely place all this stuff now, so it doesn't matter. I shouldn't need to high prioritize it either. Because all that matters is this bit here, so I can dump the good water that side and dump the bad water on the other side. Which incidentally dumps it down on top of the beavers. Yeah, dumps the bad water here. And then, yeah, all of this can be modified whenever. None of it matters. Dynamite is set to very low for me usually, since it's the last thing I want the beavers to work on. Beavers can only build downwards one... Yeah, they can build infinite down, but one block up. Yeah, the thing that I was worried about with this thing is that they wouldn't be able to build the final platform, but they can start building the platform, the final 6x1 overhang from either end, so it doesn't matter. But to get to that point, they do need this platform here. And they will need a path onto the thingy. Speaking of priorities, like this stuff is generally set to low priority because it's not really a necessity right now. I suppose if that's the case, I might as well do this lot as well. Just fix this column, and then eventually fix that column, and then that's all the columns fixed. If I wanted to be really super duper smart about it, what I would have done was do half and half. That would have saved a lot of headaches. But that requires planning ahead. You know, all those smart things that you think you do, but that you think I would do, but don't do. And yeah, just path down. Set the super duper to get it done now. Then we need paths. So you're going to go across there. You're going to go across there and there. And that'll fix that right up. So yeah, if I'd have done it here, then it would have been a lot easier. Yeah, it's all just going to be a backup of logs now. Suppose what I could do is pause the foresters. There's going to be a big time latency between... No, actually, what I want to do is pause the... Yeah, I want to pause the forester on that one. And on here and here, what I want to do is pause the lumberjacks. Yeah, because then there'll be a 28-day delay between me needing the logs and actually getting the logs if I do the forester. The forester is the lazy way, but it's not a good way. Yeah, see, they're going to go do those now. In fact, that can also go low priority. I don't really want them doing that just yet. I would much rather this get done. There. Can they actually get to this? Not really, because this path isn't really set. Yeah, there we are. That'll do. Yeah, I would like to get to over here, but there's only so much that can be done at once. Oh, hopefully they will actually go do that dynamite now, because it's, yeah, everything else should be lower priority. Yeah, stuff over here. Maybe finish this too. That would be amazing. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oop, calm down, game. As a side note, what is it? Biofuel. Where is a mechanical beaver? There. We need some catalysts and punch cards. That's a little side thing that we need. Can you make catalyst? You can. That is a refinery job. Is there anywhere I can cram it? Is the next question. I don't think I can. In theory, there should have been some. Yeah, there's dynamite up there. What sort of car would a beaver drive? A forester. I see what you did there. I mean, for a beaver, instead of the wood trim, it would be I mean, it would be the opposite way round. It would be wood with metal trim. It seems like that would be more logical. You. Yeah, then I've got to figure out how to get the power shaft around and down and all that. I've already forgotten what I was going to do. Oh, that's right, yeah, because you go underneath and affect that pillar. So I need to shorten that. Yeah, that's annoying. You refuse to acknowledge crossovers as a category of car. They are just wagons in my mind. Morbidly obese wagons? How about obese wagons? Right, beavers, you're nearly there. You're so close to having this done. I thought the crossovers were like SUV wagons. They're like pocket-sized SUVs, like the worst of all worlds. Oh, I haven't put impermeable floor down too. That's kind of important, isn't it? It's just funny seeing all the beavers spiraling around. Alright, you might as well get that done now. Yeah. So now that these can be built and can do the rest, they can do the rest. And I would like to see this get done. Tall hatchbacks. Sedans without a trunk. Those pocket-sized SUVs, I've driven one before and it was not a fun experience. It really is the worst of all worlds. If anything, yes, it does drive like it did drive like a tall hatchback. It like it's like a hatchback size and quartering and all that, but has the it has the handling of a brick, which is very unpleasant. Probably doesn't matter actually, that thing there. Or does it? Oh, it's getting all demolished anyway. I think the Forester is like the last of the true wagons now. Have Mazdas down here. Mazdas are extremely possible. Uh, what did I say? Positive. Popular here. I was just like, why am I saying positive? Yeah, really popular here. Would it be possible to see a drop down for the ingredients? Oh yes. There we go. I usually just pop it out the way, just so I don't, because this thing towards the end game, like it takes up most of the screen once you have like all these open. I mean, food is basically always full except for sunflowers apparently. Same with the ingredients, as long as probably should look into that. I'm just going to set that to always closed. All right, this is where I get to see if I did a decent job or not. As a side note, I can pop the irrigation barrier down there. Continue that along. I might actually tighten this up and like bring it in line with that. I don't really have a need to, but it seems like a good idea. Is it true that Fords are popular in Australia? Fords have always had a strong presence. I don't know if they're as popular as they used to be though. Maybe all modern cars are worse than older ones to drive because they keep getting bigger, which degrades sight. Oh, yeah, the sight lines of the pocket hatch, the SUV hatchback is awful too. You can't see anything. Yeah, Mazda 2s, probably not as much. There used to be a lot. You generally see a lot of those. I was just thinking about it again. Oh, that's not right. Close contamination below. Why are you letting stuff through? Oh, that's why. Oh. Yeah, now you shouldn't let anything through. Okay, you're dumping water, you're not dumping water. That's all seems to be working correctly now. And you're all filling up. And eventually you're going to let water all the way down. And then I'm going to have to figure out the situation here. I'm probably going to need to demolish some of the dam just to let it drain. Backup cameras have made it so they think they don't actually need to be able to see with the mirror. That and just terrible mirror sighting. Large one mandate backup cameras also means they're hard to maneuver because the backup camera doesn't help with forward driving with said sight. Yeah, you can't see what's going on beside you. That was the thing with the Cybertruck. They wanted to replace the... Yeah, there it goes. They wanted to replace the side mirrors with cameras. I'm trying to think where I saw it. Someone caught onto it, and they said it was like the most terrifying thing they heard from a Tesla spokesperson. It was like this little thing that they said on the side, and it was they couldn't get the rules changed to allow it. That being the cameras instead of mirrors. Alrighty. I think I need to knock it down by 2. Downstream depth of that. Yeah, I think that is the auto. Why is it already closed? Closed contamination. Oh, yeah. Closed contamination below that. That's why. Yeah, now it's flooding. Alright, hopefully that'll start going down. Okay, 1.1765. Yeah, it's going down. Okay, good. Good, good. Very, very good. That's going in. That's going in. Alright, so this thing's done for. Done its job. Get rid of all that. I would love it if they get the stuff out the way. I mean, I'm not against demolishing it anyway. Really 15 to 30% better mileage for not having mirrors. That seems a little high because like a roof rack is 17, something around 17% of your fuel if you have one. Oh, it depends on the type though. Having said that, the standard just metal bar ones which aren't like two rails. The two rail ones I believe is more like 9 to 12%. But if you just have bars on top for a roof rack, it's more like 17 to 20%. If you can hear a whistle at speed, then you know a lot of energy has been burned on aerodynamic drag. It's actually not entirely true in saying that. It generally means there's some bad aerodynamics. It means that there's some bad aerodynamics going on. It's probably the polite way to put it. So drag is a square. I'm trying to remember the equation. It's been a long time since I've done it. It's a square of the velocity. So even small features, as you increase velocity, has a more and more dramatic effect. And yeah, and the shape of it greatly affects it too. If it presents itself as a brick, yeah, the flat back. Nug's already on it. What I was saying, yeah, if it's flat back like 80s and older mirrors, they're really bad for drag. There is some much more interesting shape on. I can't remember which model it is. I think it's a BMW or Mercedes. Has some real wacky shapes to really reduce the drag. Funny enough, the coefficient of drag is already pretty low. V squared CD, yep. That's the one. Well, at least a simplified one, yeah. I nearly closed that. Oh, we're actually starting to see some dynamite build up. Oh, they did this too. We can detonate in here at least. And here. It's a little bit of a side project, just working towards reducing the size of this. It's one of those things that's really surprising is that because aerodynamic drag has such a dramatic effect, the weight of a car has a considerable less effect on fuel economy than you would think. But weight affects a lot of other things because it makes the handling worse, and it sort of has some indirect effects. And then it actually also has I'm trying to think of it, a knock-on effect where like a car that's slightly heavier means it has more dynamic forces, which means your corners have to be heavier as a result, which sort of feeds into itself and everything becomes heavier again. Sort of a vicious cycle that just feeds into itself over and over. Alright, I'm going to raise that up just so I can get it done. Geeson and Geeson. Maximum hype for 80 whole months. Thank you very much for that. Tier 1. 80 whole months. It's amazing. How's Geeson doing also? Make sure to do that. Oh, goody, a drought's approaching. Drought is good because it means I can finish off the rest of... Whoop. I think I'm overcooking that. Yes, I am. Oh no. No, it's fine. I don't know what I want to do with the end pillar. I might fatten it up or something. Sort of don't like how it looks at the minute. Yeah, aerodynamics has some real... It's very counterintuitive. There's a lot of things you wouldn't think would happen that does happen. A lot of stuff that... yeah, things that you would think intuitively would work in a particular way is quite often the reverse. Whereas, like, you'd think this shape would be more aerodynamically, or would have less aerodynamic drag, but then, like, it might create high pressure differentials behind it, as Boba says, like the tailing. It might affect the tailing edge and overall make the effect worse. Do not trust your intuition for aero outside of simple shapes, and even then, they might not work the way you think. Yeah. I'm very familiar with it. You don't need intuition, it's wrong. Doing well. Just winding down the day, ready for bed. Nice. I'm gonna just like to see this completed, so I'm going to encourage the beavers to do so. Oh, look at that there, already scooping it up. This is good to see, the rubbish being cleaned up. You're too far from a district centre. I can fix that. There we go. Just lag the crap out of the game while we're at it. There and there. I mean, I don't need to scoop all this stuff up, but it makes me feel better to know that it's being swept up properly. You're probably too far, you are. I mean, realistically, we just delete it. Oh yeah, the old exposed antenna. Yeah, the old antenna was a nasty one. It was also a good source of being broken too. Trailer, it depends on the size of the trailer. If the trailer is in the shadow, like if it's a small flat trailer, it usually doesn't present much, if anything. If it's a box trailer, then so I know someone who actually did a thing on this. They did some actual experiments with this. They found that even like a crude air splitter on the back of a box trailer, just a triangle shape, increased the fuel economy by like 40% or something. So yeah, box trailers are bad. But yeah, small, like a single axle, open, flat trailer is nothing. Or nearly nothing. It's not actually nothing. It's basically nothing. Nearly nothing. But yeah, a covered trailer or a high-sided trailer or a box trailer, on the other hand, is nasty. Reading about some 2M sports car that had vacuum suction effect that massively increased the friction of the tires on the ground, which gave it acceleration. They just need a vacuum. So in the 70s, there was an F1 car which had a fan. It had a second petrol engine to power a fan to pull it onto the ground. And it worked amazingly well up until the point when the engine stalled out and the car suddenly lost the ability to corner because of the loss of grip. because of the because of the loss of downforce from the from the fan. Yeah, I think what you want to look up is F1 fan car. I think that's what it was called. And here is the drought. 25 days. I'm going to close you right now. We're probably going to cause a little bit of flooding, but I mean, none of this matters, having said all that. You just see the sloshing blurp. It's going to splosh over the top, probably. Most probably. Yeah, it was an actual F1 car that did that. Alright, so let's make a start on the next one. I saw that so while the thingy's getting built, alright, let's pull that back, pull that back. What is it? Oh, it's actually, I actually built a 4-tile one, okay. Didn't Tom Scott get a ride in a go-kart time similar suction fan, giving better traction to the effective increased weight? I'm not sure if he did that. The one that I remember he did, he got to sit in Delft's for, I think it was either Delft or Zurich. I forget which team it is. They have a Formula Student car which accelerates down a standard acceleration track in like 1.4 seconds or something. The amount of acceleration on it is absurd. Their Formula SA car, Formula Student car, to do those accelerations has the power wound up considerably beyond the power limit of what's allowed for four-wheel drive EV Formula Student cars. Some like 150 or 180 kilowatt maximum into the motors. And normally you're only allowed 80 or 85 kilowatts. F1's so boring because of all the rules? Yeah, I find I don't actively watch it, but Formula 2 and Formula 4, those sorts of the lower tiers are way more interesting because they're just not as they're a lot more open. It's still similar, like they're a lot samey with rules, but they're a lot more open. Like you don't have the 0.1 second pit stops. Like pit stops are much slower. It's just a much more chill and interesting environment, much more watchable. Unfortunately, as a result, the lower Formula F2s and such are not as like not as accessible. You got to go out of your way to find them. The one you was thinking of was a university test vehicle. It was probably the. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look now. The Melbourne from last Sunday was fun with the rain. Melbourne from last Sunday. Oh yeah, it was pouring with rain Sunday. I used to watch a lot of IMSA until they nerfed the Fords by making them add a lot of weight. Oh really? Just no fun. This series like Grand AM still existed, just set a budget limit and do whatever to the vehicle. It's sort of what Formula SA does. There is some general guiding rules, but it's a fairly open field. And so you end up, for the most part, having pretty wildly different cars show up. Probably not as much as there used to be in previous years, but it's it's still pretty open. All right. I'm trying to think about too many things at once. All right. So you need a 6x, then you need a 4x there. Then we need some impermeable floor to polish that off. Beyond that, we need a little bit of platform. There and there. And there and there. And there. And that can give us our thingy. McThing thing. Oh, I'm a dingberry. We want a 4 there, and then we want a 6. Other side. Yeah, that thing had to be there. Platform. Might just make that a 2-way platform, and then this a 2-way platform. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It actually has to be out by 2. Trials racing is better for a variety of budget since you compete within cars of... Yeah, you know what? This monoculture. Since when has many things ever been a problem? Squirrel. Yep. 3. I want a 3x thingy. Then a 4. Go there. And a 6 to go there. Then 2 of these tiles to go there. Then another 4. And then another 6. I say and then because it upsets Darthy. Boop. And it's still got all of that stuff. You know what? Why don't why don't I just lay down that? Oh, impermeable floor, as always. I mean, they still haven't done that impermeable floor. We are unpaused. Now we're looking on all this. Yeah, it's all just no storage space. Getting a lot of use out of that place. We're sitting at 36. There's a little bit of negative from injury. I'm surprised that sunflower seeds, considering that we do have a shortage of that at the minute, isn't doing too well. Social life is low. The only way, as I say every time, the only way I know to really get social life maxed is to reduce working hours to like 10 hours. And so it becomes very much, maxing that becomes very much a endgame thing. Yeah, a little bit of fun. We could, I should build a mud pit. Doesn't mud pit need... no, it just needs dirt. I always think it needs power. Or maybe it did used to need power. I swear it used to be deeper too. Like, I used to have to dig a hole and connect a power shaft underneath with it. In fact, that's a 3x3 now. Yeah, 8 visitors. Because I swear it used to be a 2x2. I'm gonna have to compare it with getting all croaky again. Compare it with an old save. Maybe the game will just crash. Yeah, we'll do 2 of them. Oh, they're building that now. How nice of you. Ooh, the field is almost done. This is good. Was the new 4 GTs? They're racing Mustangs now. Any research left? I think it's all done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last time we unlocked everything. Nearly everything. The only thing really left to do is unlock robot workplaces. Because yeah, it is still going up. It is set to like the absolute minimum workforce, and so it's just absorbing excess beavers. Seeing as though there is a bit of a beaver bot shortage. It wouldn't have anything to do with me blowing up any beaver bots, would it? As a bit of a side note, I want to try and do. I want to try and get back to the workshop. That not workshop. The benchtop streams. So I want to try and do one of those once a week or once every 2 weeks. So I want to make that a regular thing. It's just thinking about timetable stuff in general because I've had the computer behind me set up for a while. I think it's a good time to. I wouldn't mind just going through, just pulling out the cards and going through them, and maybe learn something along the way. Just generally chat about old computer stuff. And then I've got to tear down the power supply and all that stuff. First place that usually gets bots is the mines for me, since you hate seeing injured beaver at the bottom of your screen. Oh yeah, I always push it for the. Oh, apparently I'm not using bots for that at the minute. I thought I did. That's probably because there was too many, or too many regular beavers. But yeah, mines are really bad for injuries. You want that diesel car to make up? There's a diesel. Someone's got a diesel. I mean, it's not the first time someone's ever done something with a diesel. For some reason, that randomly reminded me. I remember seeing someone have a diesel dragster once. It was a diesel drag bike, and the thing, like, it went off like a rocket, but it let off just the biggest cloud of black smoke in doing it, which kind of is the whole point of dragsters, is just letting off a giant cloud of black smoke. I mean, drag racing is essentially an exercise in how much fuel can you burn in the shortest space of time. Ha 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 ha. It is time. I can't press Q on that. To flip to the other one. Alright, so we'll rebuild this. 1, 2, 3. Platform. Platform, platform. And wall. Path, path. Oh, nearly forgot. Impermeable floor. And under there, that's very important too. Loop-a-joop. Loop-a-joop. Are any other bits of junk laying around? Can't really tell. Alright, I'm just gonna peg that to maximum. Oh, you're just turned off. Oh no, you haven't actually been built yet, okay. Ah, no, yeah, no, yeah, nah. Ah, that makes sense. I need to get rid of all these sooner rather than later as well. A little bit like so. And such as... Oh no, they're not marked for destruction yet. Black smoke generally means the fuel there on diesel isn't ideal. Yeah, I don't think a lot of things with that that bike were ideal. Diesel as a fire spray. It is, yeah. You got to compress it to the point where it spontaneously ignites to make it actually do something. And you got to really squeeze it because you can't just ignite it with a spark. Wasn't that a thing on Myth? Didn't they do that on Mythbusters? I mean, it's not. They certainly did stuff with diesel a few times. All right, let's keep this rolling. Keep that rolling. Because I would like to see it done sooner rather than later. I mean, having said that, we have you done. Ah, our next little project is happening. Alright, detonate you before the beavers come. Claim you. This is going to be interesting to do. Oh, they're building the TNT from down there. I didn't put stuff there. So much stuff. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort to get it to actually burn. So what do we want? Uh-oh. Things have gone bad. Why have you gone bad? Okay. There's a few drop frames there. I think it's sprung back to life. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's a few drop frames there, but I think it's happy now. For some reason, it's not telling me that there's anything wrong, though. And the YouTube side didn't die. So it was very odd. Why aren't you letting stuff... Oh, no, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. This is just... This doesn't care about what's down here. That's why it looks so low. You're also still pumping. Anything you label as burnable, not burnable, is still burnable. You just need to break out the fun chemicals to burn it. Yeah. Anything is burnable if you add enough accelerant to it. Foof. Today in things I will not work with. Nissan GTR with a 6-litre Ford power stroke diesel. Right, how are we doing over here? Things are happening. Less things are happening here. I mean, I'm probably... I need to mark those for high priority as well to make things happen. Okay, yep, that's fine. I was worried. I was hesitating there for a minute because I wasn't sure if I was demolishing the platforms underneath. So just when it comes to deleting paths, just gotta be chill. And if it says it's not deleting anything, it means it's fine. Yeah, just gotta take a moment and be a little chill about it. All right, so our TNT is in. So we can detonate you, and if I can get to it in time, detonate you, detonate you, detonate you. Just have it blow up at multiple points. Why have it go off in one area when you can have it go off in multiple areas? Alright, next step. I need to paint some terrain blocks all the way around here. Fill this in. It shouldn't be too hard to do because it's just dirt. I mean, I am complicating it a little bit by doing the arrow stuff, but that's a detail I'll work with. That is a direct line, so that's fine. We'll do that. I will also maximum priority these, just to get it done, because I would like this filled in fairly expediently. I'll just chuck some path in to also make sure there's access. Understanding is that dyno results are only really useful for that dyno, and even then, only as a relative test point. I'm trying to remember what dyno stuff was used for. It was more sort of testing. It was more sort of testing and tuning settings, more so than anything else. Dyno stuff, dyno runs. Having dyno numbers were not really that useful. Back in the day, though, getting it to work on a dyno was hard enough, because things like dyno skids was a thing, and and making big clouds of smoke come out of the dyno motor. You know, all the fun things a dyno can do. High altitude dyno runs just really starve the oxygen. Alright, that's nearly done. Can I actually reach these? Sort of, but not really. I think they can reach it from underneath. Alright, how are we looking over here? Ah, excellent. Almost excellent. That one's not done yet. Yeah, let me just wait for that. I'll push this above everything else. There. And then we're going to start bringing this up and start digging down. Alright, let's push through to the next day. Yeah, they're going to start working on this next. Used to be a thing that carbureted cars were tuned differently depending on where they were sold. Oh yeah, to just really customize the air fuel mixture. Yeah, fine. You just need beavers to actually do it. Do it. Right, you add connection to there, and you add connection to there, and then to there. And I'll just demolish that eventually and go around. It's funny, I don't actually need this anymore. I might as well get rid of it. If you want to run, yeah, want it to run optimal, you've got to have the screwdriver in the glove box at all times. Alright, that's coming together. We got our last piece of dynamite just now. Nearly, they gave up. Went home for the day. That actually demolishes all that, but that's fine. Let's see now. So what I need to do is change this to like a 3 or a 2. Probably a 2, and then make this side a 3. Doesn't have to be. It could be like a 1 and 1, but it makes it a little bit more consistent. It's also not even, which isn't the best. but yeah, it's sort of the way it rolls. Alright, that's done. Detonate that now. And start peeling back the layers. Not actually sure. Oh, it grabs from under there, okay. Alright, let's peel it back. Bring that back. And that's just doing it carefully and meticulously. And thoughtlessly, because now I've got to try and remove this pillar now. Modern cars use MEF sensors to grab the atmosphere conditions as well as the air temperature adjust. Yes, there's the number of sensors in a car now is kind of absurd. I'm going to choose to ignore that. Share. What do I do on this one? Just sort of made or whatever. That's the technical term. I mean, all I need is just that. And then where is it? The dirt block. All that. And of course, path around the outside. Something like that. And also bring that across. Most important of all, because I've forgotten it again, is impermeable floor all the way down. Very important, that is. And I might need a platform across here. Like a 1x2, probably just like that. Just to get access to all that stuff, and then, you know, a little bit of a... well, not that much of a stairway, but a little bit of a stairway, just get down and make sure you can actually access it. And then I'll mark this as priority now, all the way around, just to encourage it to get done, because I'm very keen to get this done and out of the way. And yeah, that'll fix up that finally. And then I'm just going to figure out how to deal with the power shaft. I'll probably keep the power shaft coming along this path here. It's too bad I can't sway it down the side. It's too bad I can't actually slip dirt blocks under there too. I could have actually, come to think of it. But It's all a bit I spend so much brain power thinking about these things. It's interesting, this one has storage space. It doesn't say that it doesn't have storage space. This one does say it doesn't have storage space. Alright, we made a start over here. Not really. I mean, they're all going to be busy doing the high priority stuff. So of course they're not going to get it done anytime soon. How are we doing on logs? It's starting to come down, which means I probably... yeah, there's plenty still to scoop up. What I could do is also pause that. No, that can stay active. No, that's a wood workshop. Where is it? There, smelter. Pause you, and there should be another one somewhere. There it is. Pause you. Just put a pause on... oh, there is... hang on. It says that there's capacity for blocks. Do you have room for metal blocks? Why are you saying there's no storage space available for metal blocks? That's a little confused. Like... why are you saying there's no room if there is room? When everything's priority 9, nothing is priority 9. Get you every time. Yeah, there's just a lot to do all round. I don't count marking the rubble as high priority just because, like, it's a temporary thing. I'm pretty sure haulers can do that too. I need to double check that. I'm not sure if it cleaning rubble requires builders or not. Yeah, again, no space available. I guess they just don't want to salvage it. Yeah, I'd like that to be... Oh, you're not high priority. That's why you're not getting done. Hello, beavers. How you doing today? Just the armies come. Oh, yeah, they're scooping up stuff. Yeah, as soon as I get this up online again, that would be great because it'll save a lot of travel time over here. And then I can maybe redo this spiral platform down a little and just make it a little bit more sensibles, maybe? Possibly? Not really? Not really. I think it has to be that way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, dink. I'm pretty sure I saw someone with multiple points coming out of the zipline station. Like they had like 2 or 3. Oh, it's already got 2. Like 3 or 4 zip lines coming out of it. I'm not sure if that's already been modded in or not. I haven't really been paying attention to mods and such. I imagine that is the case. Hey, Hullaballas, direct injection. I'm talking about car stuff. Those are all still thingy. Alright, next one. Next lot of booms. What is that? That's 3 more. Landscaping. Triple booms. Let's go. As a side note, we can also fit some more water wheels. 1, 2. And then start thinking about some gravity batteries. 1 and 1. Don't know anything about that? Yeah, in theory I should, but I don't really. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the automotive stuff I don't really remember anymore, but direct injection is never super my thing. Alright, platform, dirt block, path, priority now. Okay, I still haven't changed anything there. I suppose one way to get rid of logs and stuff is when I do all this stuff. So the next step is, after this is all done, is lots of platform. I mean, having said that, I'll probably want to do a small component first before getting too close. Build 2 zip line stations door to door. Oh yeah, but that's not actually having multiple wires coming out of the same post. So like they had multiple coming out of the same thingy. Or do you mean what they actually did was like if I built them back to back like that? Which is how I do it. Just have a common star, like have a central star point and branch out from it. Or maybe some kind of point to point system. Whichever works. Okay, that one's done. This one's alright, this one's ready to go now. Blonk. And blonk. So much effort just to replace the levees with dirt blocks. Kind of my fault for not taking the initiative on it in the first place, but still. Why is that? Oh, I went too high off. I really can't be bothered fixing that. I mean, I know I'm going to have to fix it, but I can't be bothered fixing it right now. Oops, that's meant to be a 4. Go. Dirt. Along there. Impermeable floor. Along there. I know it's not needed there, but I'm going to put it there. Ziplines already kind of absurd as a single central wheel can't do that with a kind of 2 wide. Yeah, it can't actually do that. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. I mean, the tube system is also a little bit fantastical as well. Yeah, that should be like that in there. And that stairway should actually be there. I got that wrong too, because then it connects up with the staircase. Tubes are broken late game. They are. The tubes are stupid. They are. They are so much more powerful than the zip lines. Zip lines, it gives you the fast transport, but it comes with a lot of limitations. The tube lines has none of that. What is... Oh, okay, you just broke down. I just saw the thing there. I was like, why are you dead? It wasn't anything of my doing, that's the main thing. Okay, so... That is all donezo. No, never mind. Still doing stuff up here. I'm probably still scooping up bits of stuff lying around. What are they actually working on right now? Probably going to see a flurry of activity getting this thing done. Yeah, I put tubes down in my previous save because it's an Iron Teeth game, and yeah, it's it's insane. I didn't even do a very good job of it. I just sort of laid them everywhere. Like if I was to actually take the time to make an actual underpath system, it would be absurd. It would be so crazy. You wouldn't need, basically, it wouldn't need a path network anymore. You wouldn't need to think about optimizing it. Yeah, like how I haven't really done it in this save so far. Like how I've got the shaft over the top. You do that with the tube system, and yeah, like you'd have one right at every central, like your housing point, your industrial point, your tree and farm points, and it just makes the whole colony so efficient. All right, it's all coming together. It's a tube system gets a pass mostly because Futurama also don't actually have a problem with the zip wire, but it's fun pointing out things like that. It just feels like the Folktales at every turn just gets the worst deal. They don't have anything that really... They don't have any edge over the Iron Teeth. Everything the Folktales do, the Iron Teeth do better. Like, they used to... The large windmill used to be the Folktales killer building because it made power basically infinite, but you don't really have that anymore. Now that the Iron Teeth have the big wheel, which I think was a Folktale originally. Whereas now the Folktales only have the small water wheel. Yeah, better water pump, the stackable storage. I suppose one thing they don't get is the underground pile. Oh yeah, and the big... Sorry, I was thinking about the other way around. Yeah, the big water pump is so much better than the regular one, but the lack of depth that the Iron Teeth have sort of offsets it. Ah, looks like I see the dirt flowing. This is good. And then we'll see the dirt flow again. Burp. Yeah, there. Just want to see what happens. Probably a little bit big for what I'm attempting, but we'll see how we go. The lack of beehives. Beehives, I found, don't really do much. They're kind of a negative as well because of the bee sting debuff, which hurts. I mean, for the most part, it doesn't matter, but it does hurt the overall well-being. So if I'm going for max well-being, I have to delete beehives. So what it's saying is there needs to be a bigger wheel and not just a inflow level drop wheel. I suppose the problem is that you can do some tricks with the velocity of the water to increase the power you get out of the wheels. At the same time, when you have a big wheel, it doesn't really matter because big wheel with bad velocity optimization does like 4 times as much as a water wheel, a regular water wheel, which is hyper optimized. It's like you can get 400 beaver horsepowers out of a big wheel without trying, and then I think these were giving 100-ish, and you could probably push it up a little bit with some velocity manipulation. But yeah, it just doesn't really. Why not just use windmills instead? It's easier and less thinking. Cares about stackable storage when your underground pile is 10 times the size. Who wants to build 10 levels of stairs? I mean, that is true. Admittedly, though, in previous versions you couldn't build over the top of the underground pile, but you can now. Yeah, it's one of the only things still really going for the Folktales, that thing. Push 400 per wheel at max water velocity. And then the big one, it's something like 2 or 4,000. Yeah, you can now with overhangs. In the past, you couldn't. And it was a massive limitation. The stackable one was much better. So, yeah, the overhangs is definite. The overhangs made the underground piles more attractive. I think they did get a buff as well at some point. I'm pretty sure they hold like 1,000 originally. I don't remember the exact number. Ah. Alright, you're donezo. That means you're donezo. Just chonk, chonk, chonk. Delete. I don't really need to transfer the water at this point, but I'm sure people will be absolutely raging if I don't. 800 on a large, 200 on a medium, and 50 on a small? Yeah, that's right. 800. Yeah, it's interesting that the... Oh, yeah. Was it 200? Yeah, it was always 200 on medium. Medium's never changed. Yeah, and the small is now 30 instead of 50. Alright, let's get you lot out the way. You lot out the way. Mark those for movement. What do we want? We want a thingy to do stuff and junk. I need platform 3, 6, 9. And I need like one more. And then the last thing I want to do is just delete that. Delete that. So I can get the thingy in. Not there, levy. I'm replacing the levy. Yeah, pop that there, pop that there. Pop that there. Da, 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 da. You go there. And then I can be extra crafty and do stuff like this with the remains. Actually, I could make the entire thing internal. There's an idea. It's a stupid idea, but it is an idea. Yeah, I can just extend the path around here just to go round. Bring that up. So. Bring that up. That area? Yeah, it's both. Yeah, and I'll make it internal to... You drop down by 1, you drop down by 1. You drop down by 2. Yeah, I can extend all that across there like so. Right, how are we doing over here? Stuff's getting done. Did that? Yeah, it makes contact there, so we can path across like so, just to make sure it gets... Actually, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. I can do that any which way. Because they can reach up and place the thingy that way. Right, how are we looking here? So you're all replaced despite the extra tile in there. We'll just pretend that doesn't exist. You get rid of that. Over here, it's just the corner one that's remaining. Might make that a future me problem. I probably shouldn't, but I am making it a future me problem. I mean, I spent far too long just doing the last lot. Okie day. That. You can go away. Was it delete rubble? Delete all that. Down a layer, delete that. I think that's everything. Yep. Just too hard to reach down into there. Sluices also made it so you don't care about the total dam height anymore. You can make them world height, or the maps have the height of the water source to pump water upwards using beaver power. Yeah, admittedly, sluices have made the end game a lot more interesting. That's my feeling on sluices. Because you don't need... So, like, end game previously, it was just a game of manipulating your floodgates every season. It wasn't really that interesting of an exercise. Oh, they were all marked as inaccessible. I mean, realistically, it's never going to happen anytime soon. I mean, like I got to pull everything away from there. Like I got to pull the I got to pull up the path and fill it in with water wheels. I probably won't put a water wheel there. I'm gonna do something with the power shaft too. Probably a few gravity, like one more gravity battery, and then I'll do something along there. I might move this to across here. Yeah, I'll get one more wheel. No, it's on the corner, so it won't matter. It's kind of amazing that that was actually the right length for all those wheels. Who would have guessed that that actually came out that way? That's kind of impressive. Where is it there? Yeah, that the water wheels across there, and then I can do more up that way. Maybe a few up that way. It's just amazing that that worked out the way it did. Yeah, I'm sort of losing patience with waiting for that stuff to happen. Alright, so you're going to fill that in next. And we'll see if my those sluices in the wrong direction. No. So this one's going to spill out over onto there, and this one's going to spill out into there. It's going to let bad water into the volcano, bad water volcano, and this one's going to let it into the clean water bypass. There is actually a thingy back there, so it won't backflow. Speaking of, we can continue to add to that. One last thing, as I say, I need to do is to figure out the power shaft situation. What I would probably do is something like that. You don't need to be there anymore. Yeah, might as well scoop it up. Alright, so we want an elbow. Oh, it'd be nice if this was done like the dinghies in... What am I going to do? I might go up high. It'd be nice if it was done like the transit tubes. Then you don't need all those individual pieces. I really hope that is something that they change. Having all the individual pieces makes the game feel a bit 90s. Oh. Yeah, you need all the crap behind you now. By doing it that way. Having the arrow and such. Or the way I position the arrow. Oh, that's just asking for trouble. Having all the beavers run behind, they're going to get stuck. It's interesting that they're focusing on it. Feels a bit Dungeon Keeper. Yeah, not wrong there. How you doing? Ooh, explosives are ready. Excellent. We didn't blow up any beavers. That's always a bonus. We've only blown up one beaver so far today. I consider that a good result. Minimizing occupational accidents is always a good thing. You go there. Then you go there. And then, yeah, that's sort of open. Yeah, in theory that should actually be better as going down 2, not elbowing after 1. But either or, really. Right, zipline station. I want to move that up to there. Right, so we've got these here. We need water, large water pump, 1, 2, and 3. Bloop. Some convenient dynamite there. You well, but you're trying to catch up on all the Factorio videos? Nice. I was actually saying earlier that for this stuff, I want to cut down the VODs into condensed videos. It's something that I have tried to pursue before, but I just get, like, I fall way behind just because it takes so long. I'm hoping while I've got some extra time right now, I can make something of it. Like if I do 4 hours today, it then takes 8 hours the following day to cut that. And then even beyond that, I've got like 5 odds. What are we at? Day 7, I think. Yeah, I've got 6 to do behind the one that I've already done plus today. And even, also I didn't record all of them. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So there's going to be a giant gap in between sessions. It's like 8 or 12 hour gap between sections of gameplay. Oh, they're actually building that. Nice. So what's stopping you? Other than your just poor planning, I think is stopping this. Yeah, that's see. Oh yeah, that can actually be done now. They can actually reach it. Doot, 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 doot. Hello, water. Yes. You need to go there. Yeah, it's already on the same level. It needs to come down by 2. I need dynamite of the double depth variety. But I need the zipline station moved first before I can do anything with it. I hope I can actually reconnect that and not have the barrels in the way. That'd be super annoying if that happened. Okay, it's fine. There's just too many connections. Alright, water is flowing. Bad water is also flowing. What I should do is open you and close you. Now we'll see if there's any leak. We'll just do a leak test. See if there's any leaks anywhere. Good, they built that without trapping themselves. Again, wonderful bonus when that doesn't happen. Thank you, green. Pop. I'll use platforms just to minimize the number of supports. I run all the way along there. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to now dump the clean water down here and into there. It's very interesting. I suppose they're grey as well. What I want is that to be higher priority. Am I out of dirt? I think so. Yeah. I'm very short on mechanical beavers. Do I care about that? Yes and no, mostly no. So this is generating what, 1,000? It's not bad. What are you generating? Yeah, 120-ish. I got all of this along here. Let's just pause the ones that don't need to be built. Just check on it periodically, and then once they're ready to go, then I'll close below contaminate. Oh yeah, that's fine. Alright, so now as the day comes round, we should see this start to get built. Are we flowing through here yet? Yeah, we're just starting to flow now. Excellent. Alright, and we're starting to get this built. You can get paused, you can get paused, and you get paused. It's funny, I built 3, but I don't need 3. Oh, that's where all the workers went. I noticed too that we're at 27, negative 27, negative 28 bots. We're not getting bots fast enough, I don't think. We're a little low on biofuel, if anything. Yeah. What are you need potatoes. What's the potato? Okay. I might be hitting a shortage of food. I might be like riding a little short on food. Oh, there we are. They're building it now. I was like, aren't they? Should they be building that? There's water in there too. Oh yeah, because I haven't lifted this to this height yet, so it's still a tile below the final height. 'Cause yeah, it wants to be that height up there. Now you need to build that. Yeah, your high priority. Oh, they're building it now. Good, good. Very, very good. I'm not seeing that get done. We are seeing this build up though. That's about the level that I'm intending. Maybe not flooding. I probably should open that before this floods too much. Cat's fed. Nice. The cat's happy. Because you know how grumpy cats get when they don't get fed. It's still going up though. 4-1. Yeah, now it's going down. It's turning down now. But yeah, that's the eventual. I've inevitably made this to the height that I intended on. Unfortunately, oh yeah, I need to look at it go down. Look at it go. Cattails. The aquatic plants don't last long when they're not in their ideal conditions. Oh, it was the one beneath, wasn't it? That was supposed to open. That's why it's not draining. Alright, you draining now? Drain, 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 drain. 0.2, 0.1. I think it's just a day until they die. There's no chance of them surviving. 3-4, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5, 3-3, 3-2. Alright, now it's going down. Alright, are we seeing any dirt here yet? Not really. I think a lot of anything happening at the minute. I mean, we've got some construction. We've got construction team as a go-go here. There we go. Alright, just let you lot settle down and move away. Alright, that's probably good now. They just sort of zipline into nothingness. You go there, and then, yeah. For now, the pumps are in the way, but we'll deal with that soon. TM. It's a railroad looking tile dam. Oh, that's the contamination barrier. Apparently the graphics has changed at some point. Yeah, it's just a little bit of aesthetics that I put down. So I just put a contamination barrier around it because when the bad time comes, we're going to send the bad water around here. Or we already are sending the bad water around there. So yeah, it doesn't functionally do it. I've never had a real use for it. Oh yeah, because of platform. I was like, why is that like that? Because platform. Alright, let's push this closer to the shoreline. So. Doot. Yeah, I've never had a problem with bad water contaminating crops or anything to the point where I need to do that. What is going on? Uh, huh. You only had one worker. Oh, speaking of bad tides. Fancy seeing you here. Okie day. I suppose I could span it across, but I don't want to. Platforms. 1 to 5. Like so. Then a 4. Do I thread it underneath? It's so dumb, but I want to do it. I really want to do it. Probably going to be a real pain to do. Just like that. And then thread it underneath. Which way does it point? Like out that way. And then up, 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 up. And then across. You know, and then there, and then there. There. I mean, having said that, I need to figure out something with sluices here long term. Because then I can use this as a little bit of storage. Doesn't help me get the power shaft, actually. Instead of just try and focus in there instead of trying to do the slicer again. Because moving the thing is effort. It's a lot of work. Yeah, you're all busy and, you know, don't want to click a button that many times. It's a lot of times to click a button. So 3, where's our thingamawhat's it? We go like 6. Actually, why didn't I go straight? That'll be a lot easier. I'm sort of looking for a more permanent solution because I'm going to pull this power shaft up. But I might as well just go this way just to get it working for now. Pop. Alright, let's go up to there, to there. Platform. Top piece. Straight piece. And then downy piece. Not a maintenance nightmare at all. Barely an inconvenience. Exactly. The most complicated Timberborn town you've ever seen. I barely know the basics about this game. It's... is it the most complicated? This is probably up there for me. I tend not to go too deep into this game. Yeah, so this game is... Well, the sort of the idea of it is it's a post-apocalyptic world with harsh harsh seasons and you get a wet season, you get a dry season, and then you get a bad tide, which is where the water turns into this literal poison. And you got to manage that and survive that. Survive the post-apocalyptic nightmare that is a world taken over by giant anthropomorphic beavers and their wood-based technology. So the main thing going on here is that I'm using water wheels. I've built a canal. It's all about hydraulic engineering, I guess, is really the key selling point of this game. Yeah, this was our first big project, building this giant canal, because the game starts with this sort of pre-crafted canal here, and I just extended it along and around and down. Have we established they're giant? I mean, they look pretty tall. You compare it to the oak tree, and like their waistline is comparable to that of an oak tree. Yeah. So they're highly centered around wood-based technology and timber-based products. And they also have a fixation with explosives. They love some explosives. Alright, can you get out the way? There we go. A bit of a... Oops, I deleted some resources there. Just a little bit of a stutter there as it figures itself out. Alright, so now that's the new path up. Now we're going to bury it. So and such as to bury it. Yeah, there's the rest of the path there. Maybe... I'm still not a fan of how I've done it. Impressed by the level of torque the wood can handle? Oh yeah. Thankfully, the game doesn't really... Oh, yeah, it needs wheat. Interesting. The game doesn't really simulate mechanical losses or anything like that on the power system, on the mechanical power system. They don't have to worry about that, all that kind of jazz. So you're not really helping me much. Right, I need to close you. Hopefully that doesn't back up too much. And then close you. Right, here comes the bad water. So now, yeah, that's going to start flowing down. Hopefully that isn't going to hurt me. Yep, you're closed and you're closed. I need to delete those next. There goes the bad water. So we've now cut off... these sluices have now shut off the water from going into the clean water. And we're now bypassing. Looks okay. And the contaminated bad water is going into here and flowing out. Excellent. It's filling the volcano. It's only taken a long time to actually make this work. How many hours? A lot of hours to make this build this giant ass canal and make it work, but it's finally working. Right, let me just pop these in for a moment. And yeah, there you go. Bad water flows down, down, down. Runs into the water wheels. Then across. And then dumps it into this bad water source here. And into the sort of my collection area. And then out this way off the map. And thankfully it looks like it's actually handling it. Alright, platform. Delete, delete, delete. Cross because I don't want to think. It's green. When you see it come up green, it generally means that's how it's going to connect. Our dirt is appearing. Excellent. So the hope and the dream for this was that this whole underground area irrigates this dirt, and that's what I was hoping to see. And so instead of having canals, I have a giant underwater sort of area thing that irrigates it. And so you have no visible canals. Cool, that should be all connected now. Nope. Where is it not connected? Where is it not connected? You're connected. It's probably under there. Yep. Had to be. Oh, I don't actually need to do that. Just do that. And then that. And they should be able to reach back across. These should be given... Yeah, these are given 200 because they've got two bad water sources. Like, these are 126 because it's just the single source, whereas it's got the combination of the two here, so it's giving more. So that should be really... yeah, so I'm getting plenty of stuff now. One more explosives factory? Yeah, I could probably do that now. Oh... I really want to. It's just I've sort of made space difficult. That's annoying. I mean, I suppose we just trim this down a little bit, make some room that way. Trim that too, actually. Excellent, yeah. So I want to see this being built up as a plantation area. And then this being built up as a, how are we doing for explosive? 1. We're using them as fast as we're consuming them. I mean, there is a lot being set up as far as explosives go. I'm going to mark that as high priority just to get it done and out the way. Ooh, I can also demolish this. This is ready to be deleted now. I think that's a 2x, yep. New connection to there. There we go. It's all out the way now. Artificial aquifer fun. Keeping the channels filled is an interesting challenge there. You basically need your channels to be at the lowest point in the water system. Yeah, I'm a little worried as to how it's going to work out. Where? Oh, you're building. Oh no, you're collecting all that. Yeah, it was a thought that I had was like instead of doing irrigation channels like you would in previous games, do this. But because of the height that it's at, it could be challenging keeping it irrigated because it's very dependent on keeping this well fed. Makes me wonder if this storage area is actually enough. There we go, look at that. It's beautiful. Is beautiful. Bad water's rushing around. It doesn't seem to be... Yeah, so you got contamination there. But the barrier means it doesn't go through. Whereas over here, you should... Oh, it's probably so deep that it doesn't matter. Anyway, it only spans like 1 or 2 tiles. Yeah, you can see it contaminates the ground into here, behind where this is. If I was to put this here, then it wouldn't do that. In fact, I'll do that, except for 1. Be able to see it really clearly. Same here. Yeah, same there. As I say, I don't do it for any functional reason. Alright, let's bring up the priority of that now. We can start thinking about digging deep. Finally. Finally. Oh dear. I did see it before. I can unpause that. Because this wheel isn't actually contributing at the minute. We're looking at 1200 out of 0. Oh, are you still not able to be built? Okay. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to do it the other way then. Just platform across it is. If I was smart, I would also just do a bit of that, bit of that, a bit of that. Land. Just go round like this. There. Yes, I did double up on that one, but it's fine. I doubled up on that one, but it's fine. There. Yeah. It is actually waiting on dirt. I have a shortage of dirt, but I have a shortage of mechanical beavers apparently too. Looks like the catalyst problem has sorted itself out. Or at least it's in the process of sorting stuff out. I think there's a lack of potatoes. Konami Code landfill. If I could get bot beavers onto it, that would be good. Because then they could run through the night. As I say, I'm a little short on bot beavers. Yeah, they're starting to go up now. Biofuel's recovering. Really need to expand farming. I've been really, like, this is all the farming. It's really not enough, in fact. Where's the farm there? Oh, that is the limit of what you can touch. Wasn't there a third one, or did I delete it? I might have deleted it. could squeeze in a little bit there, but it's kind of futile. It's one of those things where I sort of got to do this area first, and then there's a bit of wrangling because so the eventual goal is to completely delete this city, dig down, build it underground, and then do the soil on top of it. But there's a lot of steps in between to do that. I'm actually wondering if it's worth building another one of these things. What would that bring me? Just thinking. I do need another one. I just don't want it in a sucky position, though. Maybe in the... I was sort of contemplating it, and I think maybe just right in the middle of the bridge. I can always move it later. Can I actually platform it? Sort of. I could put it on the other side, actually. I think it sits... Yeah, it sits one lower. Like that. I'll just max priority it because we need it now. Alright, they're filling in that. That's good. That is good to see. They're filling in this dynamite. I'm not enthused about that. I'm going to lower it right down. I don't feel like I really need it yet. I mean, I will detonate that, though. Because just steadily increasing the capacity over time isn't a bad idea. You can never store too much water. Unless you're storing it in your town such that your town is underwater. Then you are storing too much water. Then you've got a bit of a problem. Aha, next one's done. Alright, continue it on. And then one more grav bat. But don't actually build it yet. They can reach across the bridge. Alright, we're almost done. I'm going to set you to abilities power. Oh, okay, it doesn't... Yeah, the power isn't going through the levee, sadly. Despite many claims to the contrary, it doesn't actually go through levees. That's one thing that I hear fairly regularly, and it's not true. Power doesn't go through levees. Oh, you dumb. Where are you? And multiple. How are you stuck? I don't... What? How? Or are you homeless? There's one homeless. You're not actually stuck. That's real strange. Or you, oh, they might have just been passed down from exhaustion. Never mind. Oh, no workers available now. I'm gonna pause that. Just remove some haulers. Assume. Yeah, there should be a hauler post with the priority set right down. Yeah, hauler post with the priority set right down there. No idea what's missing out on beaver workers at the minute. I'm sure it'll be fine. Aha, building this up now. If we could build something on top of that, just to cover it up a little bit more, that'd be good. But it's fine enough as it is. It'd be nicer if it sort of came up, like with if I could have like an artificial dirt platform there, that'd be nice. Where are you going? You're unemployed? Carrying extract. Oh, you'll be planting extract down here. That's probably what they're doing. Is they're just they're setting up extract. They're not setting up the actual explosives. I realise the irony in the fact that I've got this set for... Have I got it set for high priority? Yes. Let's set that for normal priority. Well, it's built now. And it's getting built now. Yeah, that's set up. I actually don't need that anymore. Yeah, we can get rid of this path now. We've got the internal path here. And I can trim this to be thinner. Probably run along here. If I was feeling particularly keen, I would draw a new line there, but I don't really want to. I'd basically just keep it on the same alignment here. Maybe square it off a little bit. Not sure. Maybe, yeah, I'd probably trim this a little bit and then increase the amount of space here. I realise that the foresters here aren't doing anything. I suppose since I'm short on workers... There we are. Kept clicking on the stupid bot. Ah, you're not getting irrigated now. Oh, it might have been getting irrigated through that. Where's the height? What's our current height? 20. Maybe this doesn't work. Alright, I'm going to put a pause on that then. I want to see what happens once this fills up again. Oh, we are officially out of logs, so I need to unpause these guys again. There. It's finally used up all the logs around the map. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, looking around, I suspect if there's any rubble left, it's going to be all planks and gears and things. I see? Yeah, I did see one here. I mean, there's some there, but just delete it. Just delete it. You still can't reach that. Huh. Oh, and you can't really descend down. I mean, we do have the herbalist. Not the end of the world if a beaver gets sick. Because yeah, this 1300 that's not contributing anything at the minute. I mean, it's sort of doing fine without it, because these wheels are really pulling duty. Also, because I forgot about it, bring that up. I need to find a spot for a explosives factory. You know, the thing. The stuff and the booms. Must be really cranking through the bad water right now, because only this one's full. Yep, there we go. Had to be a regular beaver, of course. And they're unwell now, finally. Or instantly, sorry, not finally. Cool. I guess my idea is looking a little... Yeah. I'm going to need this thing bad tied to end to see what the story is there. You all got extract down. Yeah, they've all got extract down. What is that? Oh, I can't rotate that because the windmill's in the way. Land on top of platforms. Surprised that was. Yeah, that's new for this update. So you can build fully three-dimensional terrain now. In the patch notes, it actually says that comments on that you can make underground farms. Huh. Oh no, that's fine. I was just thinking, I was like, hang on, I can't do this, but yeah, they can reach down. It's fine. 1, 2, 3. So I want this to be at least 2 wide. So that's 1, 2. So that can go. And maybe that. And 3 by to do. You want to save that. Made it to good effect here with a little underground pathway. Oop, there it is. Yeah, so it comes up here, then oop, that's down. That's up, 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 up. There. You can make secret pathways now. Since they planted it, might as well demolish to blow it up. Might as well detonate it. Stranded? How the hell did you even get there? I'm surprised by that. How the hell they managed? How did they even get there? Oh, it was probably the dirt. Oh well, you know what's coming. High priority. High priority. Yeah, they built the land. Just like that, they built the land. Aha, next one. Where are you lot going? Oh, you're building that, okay. It's done. Didn't I pause a smelter? Yes. I better unpause them. We're starting to run low on metal. There we go, next one. I probably should get rid of that stairway too. Just looking, I was like, yeah, I don't really want beavers going down there. Same with that one. Oh, I might need... Oh, I'll just build a stairway over there that's closer and usable. Questioning a dupe's ability to get stuck? Yeah, I really shouldn't do that, should I? If you question a dupe's ability to get stuck, they will 100% prove how easy it is to get stuck. Aha, we're pretty much there. Just need... Oh, I can't do that. Oh well, bye-bye. Push them down! I wasn't expecting that. There we go, that got rid of him. It's your punishment for getting yourself stuck. It's really strange though. They didn't get blown up, they got blown down. Oh yeah, well you need wheat. I'm actually going to need a few of these, come to think of it. I have a feeling if I fill this up, it's not actually going to irrigate this. We'll see. I want to see what happens when it gets above like 0.6 as far as depth goes. Maybe miracles happen. What are we doing for lumber? I think the next step might be to pause the foresters, cut all this down and lift it up a tile. I think it might be time to lift it all up. Oh, I got to fill in all that as well. Oh, this is a major operation. This is. Well, actually, I did want to move the forest over there, so I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Yeah, I'm getting a little ahead. Separate thing that needs to happen. There's a lot of things that need to happen. No, that's everything I want there's done. This is the windmills. I'm just reminding myself of what everything's going on because there's so many projects going on. I've got to remind myself. Yeah, that's the windmills. This is temporary farm, and for right now, we're just experimenting with underground watering systems. Worst case scenario, if this doesn't irrigate underneath, I might just cut a little trench and have the water permeate up to irrigate. Where are we at there? Yeah, might as well just like lay all that down. Like so. Get a little bit of distance on this stuff. Just to see, just get a really good idea of what happens, just to make sure I'm not seeing like stuff being irrigated from other areas as a consequence. Like this higher area was actually doing most of the irrigation here, so it was throwing my interpretation off, or like what I was seeing off. I'll do this there. It's funny how they can build it from underneath. There. 1 by 1 dirt wicks. Yeah, I thought so. That's what I was sort of leading into. Need something to, a little open space to let water come up. I have a feeling this is all too high as well. It needs to be like a tile lower. Actually, this already is a tile lower. So it might be okay. I suppose because I haven't really done it yet, you have it come up a tile and then have an impermeable floor, and it should, like, it doesn't blow over as it equalizes the level, but it should still irrigate in theory. We'll see. It's probably fine. What are we looking at for the water? It's coming down. I mean, I have effectively expanded the storage. Ooh, look who's done. Alright, so let's start. It is finally time to detonate. I want to do one in each corner this time. So we'll do that, and that. And now let's watch the booms in speed 2. Or the sound glitches. Amazing. Now we're going to go down 3 more. It's not actually there yet. Because yeah, to bury the windmills, we need to go down even deeper. Landscaping, yes. I think it's 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 more. Do you think work will notice if you start mining crypto on old Apple TVs? Can you even get any measurable crypto out of Apple TVs? Or anything that isn't a fairly high-end graphics card? Or dedicated crypto miner? I thought you needed, well, back in the day you used to do it on the CPU, then the GPU, then you needed a mining ASIC. I don't know what the deal is today, though. There we go. There. Alright, next layer. Also, hi, Penguin. Alright, speed through the night. 6 Gen 3 Apple TVs, don't know what to do with them. Get enough CPU to get a new, get some crypto. It helps if you're not the one paying for the angry pixies. Yes, if you're not paying for the energy and the internet, then it is a net positive. All right, we're slowly filling in this bit. How's that plank situation doing? Not great. I'll start that up again. Can you not reach those trees? No available workers. Yeah, we're surprisingly short on beaver bots. I might need to open up some more housing. Would they notice the traffic? You probably need a VPN at these days, arguably as well. Alright, let's get rid of these, get rid of you. Detonate and detonate. Yeah, they just build that, and they should be able to build the last two there. Alright, landscaping. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll do. Seems really low, doesn't it? Yeah, now we're sort of hitting that waiting for stuff to happen phase again. Wonder what's going to happen with all the Chromecasts. I mean, you can buy botnetted Chromecasts out of the box, fresh from the factory. Yeah, why aren't you able to? Oh, you're not set to cut. That's why. That explains a lot. Might actually just straight up delete that one. We'll rearrange the terrain here. Probably the next step in sluicing is setting up like this here and this here to let more water around. I mean, it's already a xyle lower than it should be anyway, actually, so they've got to be deleted anyway. So what am I thinking about? Yeah, another future me problems is manipulating this so it actually fills up. I'm not sure how I'd do the overflow though. I don't know how I would hide an overflow inside here to stop it overfilling. Could probably do it in a corner. Or maybe back here. Have it down, bury a tile, have a dam that goes back and across. Let's put emulators on the Apple TVs for classic arcade games. It seems like a worthy endeavour. seems well worth doing. What are you missing? Logs. I mean, you got some free materials there. What are you... Oh, you're doing dynamite from above. Okay. I was like, what are these beavers doing? They're obviously up to something, building something. Yeah, the dynamite from above, because they haven't built the platform yet. Because there are probably no logs to actually do it. Yeah, you're marked for decon. Yep. Yep. I can actually reach it. I'm just double checking to be sure. Yeah. What I could probably do is scale back the gears production, because the beaver bots are just sitting there not doing anything. I'll just reduce it to 1, and that'll free up. Well, we're negative 21 workers. Just in the hole by a lot of workers. Okay. What was double lodge? 6. Could triple lodge. I think I might just triple lodge right here. Good fit. Yep, it does. Got to actually think about what the final end game housing would look like, considering it's going to be height constrained. That flickering from the these things. Ah, excellent. The ramp down's going. Doing all that. Putting all the dynamite in. Guessing, no, the dirt's there. Well, get her done. Get it done. Oh, they are getting it done. Seeing as though the bottleneck is dynamite, I encourage them to do some land filling for now. And then when we come to it, we'll figure out what to do with this. Yeah, and then it might be a case of I let the game run for a little while just to fill in like the dirt and the dynamite. Ooh, have a look at that. That could be a lot quicker. There. This is funny that they can do it underneath better though. I find it amusing to no end. Alright, let's make sure that gets scooped up. I'm in two minds about leveling out this plateau here as well. I've already pulled down the hill that was on there. It was a lot taller. But I'm just sort of in two minds as to what to actually do with that. Run the game at 30x speed. Oh, that's right. There is a... is it a debug thing? The real question is, does it... like, Oxygen Not Included has the 10x thing, but it breaks the game in a really bad way if you actually use it. Ooh, that's ready to go. Get rid of that. Yeah, running Oxygen Not Included makes the gas simulation go crazy. So I have somewhat of an aversion to it. The only game where that's a problem. There's something with transport, Open TTD, Open Transport Tycoon's thingy as well. They're super speed, or at least I thought they were used to be. I think it just killed the CPU, just pegged it at 100%. I could also detonate this stuff. Yep. Alt Shift Z and then 4. Yeah, actually, I was going to say it isn't a Unity game, but it is a Unity game. It's just not as terrible of a Unity game as Oxygen Not Included. Or, actually, it's not the worst Unity game. It's just so glitchy. Actually, at the point where I do have things to do now. Alright, what is missing? Oh, Builder Beavers. Builder Beavers. Yeah, you don't have anyone. What's missing? The mine has no one. The Chestnut Gorilla has no one. One Builder's Hut has no one. A mine. Yeah, mine will account for most of them. Yeah, that's why I hesitated. Unity itself isn't the bad part. It's a lot of it. A lot of it is on the developers. Oni is more art focused than functionality focused. Yeah, there's a lot of core bugs in the game logic that's just always been there in Oni. I suppose to an extent, Don't Starve as well. There is actually other things I could be doing. I could be trying to push this up a tile. I might start on that. In fact, I'll start by cancelling this lot here. And so once they get demolished, I can start building the terrain tiles. Like that for demolition because it's no longer needed. It's actually surprising too, the number of times where you think you're doing it right and you've coupled logic in a really strange way. Happens more often than you think. I've certainly done it with, well, not with games, but the stuff that I've programmed where it becomes the main loop becomes the main logic loop becomes tied into other stuff just in such strange ways. What do we have to demolish? Annoyingly, at some point in the end, I'm going to need to replace this with all dirt tiles. This one definitely was before I had the dirt excavator unlocked, and that's why it's that way. Are you not accessible? No. Let's make it accessible then. Yeah, there we go. All this here is really just to give a little bit more height to the gravity batteries. It's not really there for anything mission critical. Alright, that's slowly filling in. Getting a little bit of wheat. I just planted a little bit of... No, that's a carrot. That's wheat. And then we can get the mud pits done, because they'll get the wheat. Annoyingly, there's no real room for you build that. Get more workers up and running. Apparently we've got mechanical beavers going again. Switch that over to mechanicals. KSP has a really classic case of where the thrust limiter for the engines only does a bounds check in the UI, so through the API you can set the thrust limit beyond 100% and get extra thrust or negative, and it will generate fuel. The things you can do in KSP, exceeding its boundaries. The thing, like the physics where it's suddenly stable, stable, unstable, and then just turns itself inside out and instantly explodes. Stuff like that too. It's been a while since I've thought about that. The physics instability. Side note, shame about KSP2. I was sort of hoping that would make it a lot less jank. But not meant to be, apparently. You're not in range. Not marked for... No, you're not marked for cutting, that's why. There you go. Never forgive what they did to KSP2? Oh. There are a lot of people who are not too happy about that. Kitten Space Agency. Have I seen that? I don't remember. Might have. I feel like I have seen something of that in the last year. Might have been a really early demo of it or something. Or I might be thinking of something entirely different. We're about a quarter of the way there. I mean, yeah, there's a quarter of the block and then there's a bit around the side. How am I looking here? Do I still have my height marker? No. Did they actually finish all? Yeah, they did actually finish it all. That one birch sapling there. Yeah, next step is to dirt this up and this up. And then get rid of the platforms. Independent KSP replacement aiming to actually solve the KSP problems. That's going to be something. That's going to be something. It might actually be builder limited at the minute. I mean, there's explosives in storage, so it's sort of keeping up. Ah, and we're filling up on bad water too. We're not filling up on extract, however, and that's full again. Could actually demolish that in favor of building more stuff and things. Hold off on that. I'll hold that thought. Gonna miss the Kerbals? Yeah, there's something special about having a Kerbal hanging on the side of a lander as it re-enters the atmosphere. It's really unique, isn't it? Ah, bad water's over. Or bad tides, rather, is over. And the good water returns. Yeah, I need a thingy, McThing thing, right about there, a depth gauge. And because I had to move another one there. You poking out? Yeah, that one there is probably the better one. That way I can really directly measure both. Yeah, there it goes. Does let a little bit of bad water in, but it's fine. It's just as it's sucking down. Yeah, because they all open. It just drains. Conveniently though, this one's already pouring water into here. Not that it really helps with the whole water situation. interesting to see what... Oh, that actually went down a little bit. Might unpause another pump, just in case. I mean, it's still near the top. Not that worried, but it's getting down. KSP was lightning in a bottle game where it was the right game at the right time. It was, yeah. It came out right at the peak of that early access open sandbox type game. Was really in full swing. All right, that's starting to... Oh, that is letting stuff down. Oh, that's still got ages to fill. This is also letting water in. Yeah, so that's irrigating all that. It's not actually irrigating that. Are we there yet? Nearly. It's got like a tile to go. They should be down to like, yeah, down to 85 now because it's only getting a single supply of bad water. $120, oh, okay. It's getting something along those lines. It's really interesting that over here is irrigated, even though it technically shouldn't be. Coming to terms with the intricacies of the irrigation system. Alright, are we going to be a day 3 drought? No. Good. I don't want one yet. I would like to maximize water storage before anything else. Actually, speaking of, I really might just flip things up a little bit and encourage all this to get built. Just to get it done and out the way. Like, I would like to progress on with this, but it's... Yeah. I mean, there's multiple projects going on at the same time. Alright, you're letting stuff through now. Or is it a consequence of this being low? Right, at some point, yeah. Oh, at some point this is going to start flooding. Yeah, here it comes. It's going to start flowing round. Move one platform, place it with dirt to make a wick. Oh, okay. It just needs the edges touching the water. Why am I doing this way? 3 presses, the way I'm doing it. That's what you mean by making the wick. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll build it up fully and then drop the wicks down to make it work. Right, I better open that. Because it is flooding over here again. Still. As always. Oh, there's still a few planks in here. Can't have that now, can we? Actually, in saying that, there was some lumber mills up here that don't need to be running. That's, oh. What changed then? Because that was positive on beavers and then it flipped. Right, you don't need to be there now. You don't need to be pumping. Ah, my depth gauge. Wrong button. I just realized I was like, hang on, that's not path. Yeah, yeah. Oh, dang it. Yeah, now it's path. It just covers up the green tile. Let's see. I want like a... Ah, there's your drought. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. There. That way the water can push in but can't come back out. We just set those where open, open, open. Yeah. So the sluices also double as excellent and wonderful one-way valves. Resources, get rid of those. Ah, we're full up on dirt. Might as well pause that then. I'm actually got a surplus of beavers. Oh dear, it's such a mess down there. I need to get rid of these things. What are we doing for power? 2,000 now to 2,800. Hang on. Yeah, 21 out of 25. So it should be... Oh, you don't use power, that's why. That's why, yeah. No, 100%. Probably... Yeah, demand should be higher than supply, shouldn't it? That supply is higher. Oh, it is now. Mechanical pump would be useful to keep the water at a higher level. So my theory was to have the water underneath and sort of hide it all instead of having canals. Yeah, so what I was thinking for more explosives factories to finally get more, because I've been sort of holding off on it, is just delete those. I was just hoping that I wasn't going to eliminate too much supply. But I think I can just demolish those to finally make some room for more. Where is it there? Oh, I can't. There isn't a. That's the delete button. The time. Oh, it's actually almost time to end already. Yeah, that'll help things along nicely. You should be mechanical beaver. Mostly mechanical beavers. Actually, one last detail. Yeah, you can get to this. Impermeable floor. Just to get rid of the grass. You can actually do that with the ledges. Put the impermeable floor down just to eliminate the ledges, the grass. Extract limited? Yeah, very likely. Oh yeah. Does take beaver horsepower. Where is it? No. Water. It's in water now. Centrifuge. What do we want? Storage. Then we want barrel of extract. Barrels of bad water are fine as they are. Or at least I feel like they're fine. Now, how would that work with the mechanical pump? Because these things are quite chonkus. That's the hesitation I had with this thing, is it's quite the chonk. And so what I imagined was to be something like this, it reaches down underneath and then dumps it on top. But I'm pretty sure as well there's nothing stopping it, because last time I used mechanical pumps, they sort of never stopped running and they would overflow and you would need a circular system. I suppose I could have a mechanical pumps down in here that feeds up into here to keep this wet. If that's what you mean. Like, I put the mechanical pumps here to keep this maintained. Here's the fluid dump. The mechanical pump shouldn't be a problem once I have a full power supply up and running. Oh yeah, I need to give you a power shaft. I forgot about that. Lock the area, so finish the wall. Pump stops at 0.9. Oh, it actually does stop. That must be a new thing. Because I don't remember them ever... Whoops, I forgot to close you. I meant to close that earlier. Alright, Operation Surgical Strike is a go. Oh, that requires a lot of manipulation, actually. I'm probably going to regret deleting those. But, I mean, realistically, we're committed now. We're 100% committed to the system as it is. Not demolish priority. I keep clicking the demolish button. I'm just subconsciously desperate to delete things, apparently. I think it'd be good to finish off just by eliminating this thing. So that's taken such a strange path. There. Make it quicker. Okay. If the pump higher than the water level, it won't stop. It must immediately be immediately above to stop at 0.1 below itself. So that means the nozzle, doesn't it? The output nozzle, wherever it is. The output side there, if it'll, it won't let me. Yeah, that's the input. Yeah, the output side there, it needs to be the same height as it. Like, it needs to be in the same height and surrounded. Then it stops. That would make sense, because I think when I used it, it was one tile above. Yeah, that would actually make sense. Alright, so... Blam, this thing's done. The game chokes. It's got a little bit back there as well. There we go. Might as well get rid of the path. This path's not going to be used anymore. Same with that one. I might use that path, we'll see. See how we do. There we go. No wave. Oh, there was a bit of a wave, but not a big one. Alrighty, that should get this all up and running. Alright, so you... yeah, you can be regular beavers. It's all planks, isn't it? Yeah, it's basically all planks. Remember when explosives needed paper and all kinds of crap? What's the time? Alright, I think it's time... It's lunchtime for me. I think it might be time to get out of here. Made a pretty decent amount of progress, though. Happy with that. I might leave the game going for a little bit just to fill in all the dynamite that's here in between now and next time. Speaking of next time, I'm not 100% sure when next time is. What are we at? I'm going to figure out what I'm doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's a bit annoying. Let's slow that down for a moment. So on Friday my evening, which is the other stream time, not this time, I want to do the workbench stream. So pencil in for that. It's not confirmed yet, but I want to pencil that in. And then we'll be back probably tomorrow, I want to say. Yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow to do more of this. And yeah, then potentially the workbench stream on Friday. We'll start looking at CPU cards and things and stuff. So yeah, so that'll do it for today. And I think that's it. Yeah. As I say before, I'm working on getting condensed VODs up and running. I'm going to try and work on that continue on that this afternoon, and hopefully we'll start to see some appear soon. The cadence of it is going to be quite slow though, coming out, because yeah, it takes a really long time. But yeah, that is it. That's all I've got to say. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I shall see you next time. And bye-bye for now. Almost forgot that.